From the automotive capital of the world, we get a look at a venue that pays homage to that industry. Welcome to Ford Field here in Detroit, Michigan. Couple of teams here who began the year with wins. Let's see who can make it 2-0 as off we go in week 2. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Not able to get away from the big Vita Vea. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Goff working from the pistol. St. Brown there to bring it in. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
3rd down run by Gibbs. And they crush him right near the marker. Looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that 1st down before the hit.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. On 1st down, it's Goff. Escapes the pocket. Pass caught by the rookie from Arkansas. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
1st down throw from Goff. He's on the move. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Hand off to Gibbs from the gun. Juke the defender. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw. That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down, well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In a 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Shotgun snap here to Goff. Escapes the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time to secondary, well, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throw away.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Throwing again, it's Goff. The throw is caught. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win, and there aren't a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that brings up 4th and...
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
On 4th down, the Lions going to try to put 3 on the board here with Jake Bates. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Bates' kick is up and good. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Dallas Flowers now on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
They send a man in motion. Baker now from the gun. This is caught by Trey Palmer. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They're set up at the 35 now. Here's a give up the middle. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Second and 6 now. Buys time, rolling right. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something when no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. That's caught for the first. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down. They sure are moving in early, Brock. Here's a new set of downs at the opposing 43. Here's the lone back on the handoff. Down the sideline inside the 30. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
First down, and they go right back to him. They're working a couple of yards past the line. Kirby Joseph up for the stop. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Putting a receiver in motion. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Got Evans, it's complete. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. He has it on the QB sneak. And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down. So that connection for... Ready to go with our 2nd quarter. Buccaneers with the ball and a chance to score. Blown back gets the handoff. And he only gets this one down to the 9. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Forced out to his right. And he hauls it in for the Tampa touchdown. The Buccaneers finish off their opening drive. On is Chase McLaughlin for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers one up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They go play action with Goff. Flushed out of the pocket. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Misfire there, couldn't connect. Looking for the back that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. From the gun, Goff. Complete beyond the marker. 30. The 10. He will go. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions take a 2nd quarter lead. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions push their lead to 3. Fox now to kick this one away. Flowers now to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. There's a handoff up the gut. And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. Aleem McNeil in on the tackle. Second and 10 now. That's going to be caught by Evans. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. This play goes for 36. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Simple dive up the middle. And he found a gap to take this down to the 28. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And he gets very good yardage there. That's down inside the 10. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Receivers running the ball, well, that's become commonplace in the NFL now, and that includes down here in the red zone. In close, a lot less space to work with. You really love your most elusive players to get their hands on the ball.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And he's brought down for a loss. Working quickly here. Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers take a 2nd quarter lead. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Buccaneers take a 4-point lead. McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Off play action. Goff bails out of the pocket quick. Catch is made down the right sideline. It's a full 40 yards on the play. Brock and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. Hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
St. Brown's got it. Complete. And not quite a touchdown, but he's down to the 4 before going out.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in the Motor City. The Lions working here. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. He tries to sneak it. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first. Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So the incompletion on 1st. Here's 2nd and goal. Gibbs. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running. On 3rd and goal, Goff. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Three plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. They'll go for it. Goff. Intercepted in the end zone. Jamel Dean makes the play.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, well, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
1st down. Here's Baker. Pass brought in by Amari Cooper. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Mayfield now from the gun. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing it. Unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Throwing again is Baker. Chased out to his right. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Baker throwing again. He puts some juice on it. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. That's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers will add to their lead at the end of the half. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers drive their lead to 11. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. Goff on 1st and 10. On the move, headed right. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Second and 3 now. From the 37. He finds Laporta. And he'll be across midfield and close to that 45 before going out. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Goff working from the pistol. He rolls to his right. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Shotgun snap here to Goff. This is complete to Gibbs. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Jake Bates out for the Lions field goal try. Ball on the right hash for this 36-yard look. Bates' kick is up and good. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Huard, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Fox now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Kene Nwangwu. And look at this return. And they'll be looking at some decent field position. He's out of bounds up towards the 35.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
First and 10, it's Mayfield. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll get it up to the 44. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down. Right up the gut. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Tackled by Jack Campbell. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be second and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker, it's second and 5. Baker now from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. One's out and cut on the right side. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
On first down, they'll run. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
Third down, here's Mayfield. Has it at the 7. And that's a Tampa Bay touchdown. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here, but his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his 2nd touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game? Yep. Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Chooses to bring this one out. And this drive will start inside the 25. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Handoff running left. Here's Gibbs. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. up to make that play. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They go play action with Goff. Caught along the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete, brings up 3rd down.
I guarantee you QB wants that throw back. I know most are perfectionists, and when it's caught just a bit out of bounds, you know it could have been just a little more accurate.
Goff on 3rd. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. That one scored as a massive 67-yard effort. And the Buccaneers will get set to go on offense. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Offense in the hurry up here. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he'll get it up to the 44.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Mayfield set to pass. That's going to be caught by Evans. He's got it in the red zone. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. Mike Evans with a touchdown. McLaughlin tacks on the extra point. And the Buccaneers grow the lead now to 22 points. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Goff. Laporta with the grab. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Now there's the flag. Looks like the jump came from the left side of the line. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Throwing is gone. Finds Laporta. And he's taken down at the 30. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Goff setting to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Off play action, Goff. Buying some time right. Cut at the 10-yard line. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. He's on the move. He just throws this one away.
A little bit of chaos, right? When the play breaks down, trying to find a connection and get on the same page, just couldn't do it. I'll tell you this, though, and what I do like is you live to play another down. You don't risk the interception, and you throw it out of bounds.
Throwing again, it's Goff. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Less than a yard, all that's needed on 4th and goal. They'll go for it, Goff. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. The Lions offense looks like they're staying out there. We got a 2-point try coming up.
The Lions will set up for the 2-point conversion.
He's throwing for it. And he has it in the end zone for 2, and that's going to chip away a little bit at that deficit.
Jack Fox to kick off
Box now to kick this one away. Wangu now to return. And look at this return. And he showed some burst on that return, getting them all the way to their own 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
From the 39. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete.
Yeah, I know nobody's perfect. All you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
They've got a man in motion. 3rd and short, Mayfield. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Ball at the 33 for first down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Offense up to the line fast. Palmer motioning right. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Hey, don't get me wrong, Kate. Every defensive guy, they watch tape in their own ways. But linebackers, they're a little bit like quarterbacks. They got to develop that sixth sense by watching that tape so they can diagnose and get home in a hurry like he just did.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Mayfield now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
On 4th down, the Buccaneers trying to put 3 on the board with Chase McLaughlin. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that makes this a 3-score game.
I think you could call this one now, Kate. This field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
We're good. We're good.
Goff back to throw. Escapes the pocket. Great work by the coverage downfield. Buys him enough time to catch him outside the pocket. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Another try following the sack. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. This one intended for the running back. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. First down throw from Goff. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Yeah, we hear about it all the time. A short memory, right? We hear about it with quarterbacks a lot, Kate, when they make a mistake. But it works the same way for a defense, a whole position group. You have got to flush that big play, come back and play the next play. And boy, did the defense do it there.
Looking for his wide receiver there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
There was a window there for a moment, but boy, did they close the gap before that throw could arrive.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. And they make the tackle at the 38.
How many times, Kate, do we see those routes, those horizontal east-to-west routes, just get that first down on these critical 3rd down situations? It takes tremendous eyes, tremendous speed, and a tremendous want-to by the defense to stop that short.
A lot of room they need here. It's 4th and a long 8. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Throw complete to Williams. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. From the red zone now. The throw is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Bates now for the point after.
The kicker on the point after.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions cut the lead down to 10.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Flowers now to return it. This return makes it up to the 25. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach. A 1st and 5 to begin this drive following the penalty. Play fake, it's Mayfield. He's got Smith. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and he netted some positive yards.
And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense. Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Evans, the motion man here. And they make the tackle at the 38. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
Moving on into the red zone. And they finally get to him at the 15. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run. I love the mobility here. It starts great, escapes the pressure, get out of harm's way. You just wish if you're the offense here, you could have found a completion to keep in rhythm.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. This throw is cut. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
So it's a win for the visiting Buccaneers.
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more? 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 So gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more?
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels got changed to your mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form staying in shape.
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more? 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 So gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more?
I'm gonna run it up, though you know your fun is up. James knew back when I was coming up. Didn't wanna know then, now I bet they're loving us no more. No, R&R's, the bar is raised. If you know me, now I can bar for days. Nothing to prove, cause I've done enough. Lights out, still gonna keep the torch. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more?
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to